us more updates as we are tracking more information in this regard. Now, Major General Sudhakar Jee is there also with me live on the broadcast. Thank you very much for joining us at this moment. On 11th of February is what we are given to understand. A call was received at the Mumbai Police control room warning that the terrorists may attack PM Modi's aircraft as he was leaving on the official visit abroad. Now, the nature of such calls are definitely deemed to be very serious given the high profile visit and given the target of the agencies and the outfits that plan to terrorize the people and the masses through these messaging, which potentially would be investigated by the security agencies as well. But what remains to be at the center of this entire discourse is the fact that these kind of efforts are not new. And when we talk about an outfit destabilizing with an aim to in fact create terror and amass the population into feeling feared about such events and the kind of visits which sets the agenda of India very clear abroad, saying that India is on the aim to in fact show its prowess is the message. And to destabilize that message and to continue with these efforts is what exactly comes out at the end of it. How do you view the entire, in fact, the effort, and also the fact that this needs to be taken seriously, and also India should be sending a message from the very pretext of these kind of incidents that this is not in fact what the official visits are made for, and this is not the time where India does actually get onto the back foot?
That you were discussing, and my perspective on the whole issue is that the growing popularity of India as a credible nation in the global order is actually posing a big challenge before the multiple deep states operating all over the world, which are inimical to the successful growth story of India. And in that, the Honorable Prime Minister, he occupies a central place, and it's a very enviable leadership quality that he is demonstrating to the world order. And like always he says, sabke saath, sabke vikas, sabke something he says, and that has become a kind of a catchword all over the world. So that is one thing. And secondly, the kind of limelight and the importance which is being given to his leadership is something unparalleled. So therefore, it is on one hand, Trump has come back to power successfully with a thumbs down margin and with a great popularity vote, which I don't think for nearly 3 decades or 4 decades any presidential candidate has had such kind of success. Now after France, he's actually moving to USA, and there is a growing desperateness of the elements which are inimical, not being able to have any successful violent activity against India, whether it is south of Pir Panjal range or Bangladesh. They are brewing up. They are gradually shaping the environment to carry out some kind of perpetration of some kind of a violent activity. How soon it will take place, or whether it is going to take place or no, I really can't comment, but India should continue to remain prepared. Now, with regard to the threat call for the aircraft in which our Honorable Prime Minister is flying, I personally feel every such calls, no matter whether it is a hoax or a real threat, it should be taken absolutely seriously, and the investigation should be carried out so as to pinpoint the IP number, who's the cyber attacker, or who's the mischievous guy. Although your message which your coordinator has shared, that person has been apprehended, but there is a man behind that person who has instigated him to generate such kind of a threat call or threat message. So that we need to actually go a full circle, a full cycle, find out as to who's the cause and who's the effect, because today's effect will become tomorrow's cause. Next point I wish to highlight is that, personally speaking, the South Asian subcontinent is getting gradually polarized. and towards Pakistan and Bangladesh, the society is getting radicalized. When both the flanks, western and the eastern flanks, are getting radicalized, your mainland, your hinterland, obviously will get come under the sphere of influence. That radicalization is gradually seeping into the Indian society. Therefore, we need to take preventive measure, for which we have to have a very formal structure of information warfare in order to achieve an ability to prevent by taking proactive action. The hallmark of any security apparatus lies in anticipating the threat, anticipating the disaster, being able to put your resources in place so as to prevent the damage or the devastation which is likely to going to fall against the country. That is the hallmark of a success story of a security apparatus or the structure. As long as that is not there, our countrymen would do well, the leadership would do well to take these kind of inputs in a consolidated manner. We know what is happening in Manipur. We know what is happening in Bangladesh. There are Chinese sitting close to Jamperi Ridge, looking across the Siliguri corridor. We know what is happening towards the JNK and a host of other activities which are actually building up. And Indian Ocean is actually witnessing a strategic rivalry. So therefore, there is a strategic encirclement around India and its leadership. Whatever good work we are doing, they are all out to actually demonize our effort, bring us down, and throttle our rapid progress, the leapfrogging that we are doing in the economy, in education, in technology, in military might, and host of other things. So therefore, we have to take it seriously, find out as to who has done it, take preventive measure that so that it doesn't occur in future. Back to you, Simran.